Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. Today we're on the page of George Bello, a young American left-back who plays for Schalke. Someone said they wanted to see him because he's a very highly rated player with Atlanta United, as you can see, who have certainly got some pretty good players these days. So, thought we'd just take a quick look, since I'm always looking to start on random people. So, who is more random than George Bello, I ask you? So these are his stats at the moment, but I think what you're really interested in is his history, and the fact that he moved to Leverkusen for 10.75 million from Atlanta United, and then the following year left for an extra 3 million, despite having what could best be described as an average to worse than average season. Failing up, as always. Lovely old job. I've had my espresso, so we're good to go, because I'm going to need some energy for today's episode, given what's on the line. I think the plan really is going to be keep things tight as we can, because if a point is enough, then a point is enough. We might have to open up later into the match, basically, and try to get something from then, and then go to positive potentially if we do fall behind, depending on how things are going as well. I really just think that our chance was gone by what happened in the last episode, which kind of sucks, but hey, at least we're going to have a crack at the Europa League knockouts after Christmas, and playing against weaker sides, you never know what we're capable of coming up with. We could go quite deep into the tournament, which would be really, really nice, and obviously we'll keep an eye on our other compatriots, because Legia are already through, and Rakov could potentially go through as well, which would be fantastic to have 3 teams in the knockouts. The fact that Rakov could actually make it, they've got a game against Slavia on Thursday, and that could really do the trick for them. If they even get a point, that will be enough for them to go through, unless Rijeka beats Spurs, which they're not going to. I love how much you're loving this save. Now, I've been getting more and more comments like this lately. In fact, there's another one in here as well. So, seriously, that's awesome, because I was always, as I've said before, I was concerned about doing a save like this where we would sort of lose interest, but for some reason we seem to have got into a bit of an Indian summer with this save, where the views have actually started going up again, just like Stockport did. I don't know why. I'm not knocking it. It's great. I'm really, really pleased, because I'm just really, really enjoying playing Football Manager. It's just, yeah, this reminds me so much of the Red Star save, where I just literally played a save for pure fun, and I'm having fun. Really colourful t-shirt. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Em got it for me in America last year. It is actually a giraffe, because of course it is. It's me. Why wouldn't it be a giraffe? But yeah, I really like this. I found it at the bottom of a drawer the other day. I was like, I haven't won that in ages. It's the first time I see Strasbourg performing well in one of your saves. Hopefully it won't be a one-shot. Well, the reason I was so focused on Strasbourg is when I saw that, I was like, you're going to love that. So I made sure to focus on it. And they are, and you're going to love this even more, PSG have lost 1 game this season and won all the others. Guess who it was to? Yes, they lost to Strasbourg, which means PSG have now won, 53 of their last 54 league matches, and the one they lost was to Strasbourg, which is insanity. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so we've had a couple of games off camera, obviously. Let's do those now, and then come back for PSG and our inevitable death. First up, a relatively straightforward victory away at Lubin, a goal for Victor Hugo and a late one for Kevin, which, well, not a late one, second half one for Kevin, which was really, really nice. Gave us a 2-0 victory. Nice clean sheet there. Yamro was excellent in this match too. The reason I haven't shown you any of the goals lately is because, genuinely, we've not been scoring particularly good goals. They've just been efficient, which is good, I suppose, and there's not been any glaring goalkeeping errors either. Do not worry, I've not given up on showing you stuff. Then, in classic us in the cup style, we had a weird one away at Vidjevoj. 4-2, which is good. 2 goals for Diego Del Pre, 1 for Herman Carbaya and 1 for Anthony Campagnaro, which is really nice. But they grabbed a couple late on, which was kind of disappointing considering we dominated this match completely. But what can you do? Diego Del Pre is really having a good season for us, I've got to say. And not only that, I'm working on a potential signing for our left-hand side that could potentially be the long-term successor to Victor Hugo. It's a German guy that plays for FC Twente, called Paulus, I think. But he looks really, really decent. And another thing is, on the topic of Valerie, someone pointed out, in fact, I've got the comment here, I think your attacking problems stem from Valerie. I've always found that slow wingers perform poorly, and I think you're right. I think that's the reason that we've not quite been as effective going forward this year. Valerie's hits early crosses is definitely something that is acting like a crutch for him, in that that's what's getting him out of trouble sometimes. If he didn't have that, I think he'd be useless. So I am going to get my scouts on a short-term focus so that maybe in January we can spend some of the 7 million in transfer funds I've still got available on a proper right winger, because we're really, really struggling in that position. I think we might have to try and find a few youngsters that could maybe develop into that role, because we're really struggling to find players at the moment, in all honesty. But we do have another bunch of youngsters coming through, so that's good. Plus youth intake, you never know. And then last but not least, a 1-1 draw at home to Katowice. So we gave away a penalty in the 14th minute, and it was basically the only thing they did in the entire match. Thankfully, Wojciech Wyarczyk was able to bail us out again. Wojciech, what a lad this guy's been for us in the league. Rotated team, as you can see, for the most part, but still, it would have been nice to get the win over Katowice. It doesn't matter, because we're still doing brilliantly. As you can see from the league, we're 11 points clear of Wisła, who are having a stonkingly good season now. They will not die. It's pretty impressive. They're actually 5 points above third place Lechia now, and what's that, 8 points above Swansk. Corona on 28 points, Legia down on 27, Rakov on 26, Lech Poznan on 24 points. Guys, could you not? Like, they're getting properly laggy here at the moment because you've got Wisła. Lechia are the only sort of big side that are actually performing at the moment. Wisła, admittedly, they have won the league in the early noughties, I know. But Swansk and Corona all up there. We kind of need our best foot forward about that. And also, big money spending Katowice. What are you doing? You're down in 14th. This is not acceptable behaviour with the amount of money they're bloody be spending. Spend some of that money on a manager, maybe. Today, it's PSG. I think we're screwed either way because I think Schalke will probably go and beat Ajax now and it will just doom us because that means that even a win at the Parc des Princes wouldn't be enough. Although, would it be enough to see us go above PSG? Okay, so in a weird way, if we were to win, we would qualify because we'd actually qualify ahead of PSG to do our head-to-head. In fact, no, that wouldn't work. It's going to be tough. We're just going to go out there and do it. We're going to be defensive from the start. Try to hold on to a point if we can do, and then open up later if we need to. I don't want to run out all guns blazing and end up conceding 3 goals in the first half and throw our chances away, but I do think we're going to be a bridge too far. That last game really did it for us. And what I would also say is on the whole thing about my enthusiasm, I hope that my negative enthusiasm and things like that is like endearing in a way, in that it shows I care, I'd like to think anyway. Because I feel like stuff like that really does add to the story when shit goes wrong. That's almost as important as stuff going really, really right for me. From an entertainment perspective, anyway. Right, let's switch this squad around. Bringing back in Victor Hugo, obviously. Oh my god, who do we even put? I'm bringing Zviggy back in, of course. I wish we could play Kevin. So bad. Marilison or Caballo? I'm not going to make the mistake of playing Fiarchik there again. It really didn't work against Schalke. I think it kind of has to be Marilison. So Garcia in the middle, Silva or Patino? Yep, definitely Patino. Yamrog, I think that's fine. Freitas and Pandurovic, Albertacino, Franceschi. Fresh for most people, apart from Valerie, who had to come on in the last match. So on the bench, Orozco, Bonavento, Del Prete, Garnis, who is just a youngster that gets thrown in there for some reason by... He actually wanted by someone. Pogon. Oh, okay. Vinjevic, Silva, and Campagnaro. We can potentially qualify if we get a point, but it does still rely, unfortunately, on Ajax beating Schalke. It might be one of those situations where I end up accidentally changing too much stuff here, but I feel like we kind of need to. Mainly for the wingers. These guys it's going to be useless for, but it's for getting these guys into the game a bit more and actually providing a bit, and the overlapping fullbacks a bit more. Maybe. I don't know. The main reason for it is to try and create counter-attacking opportunities. PSG are going to dominate the ball, and we're going to have no choice but to let them. So the best thing we can do is try to provide breakaways. In fact, that reminds me, I think I want my goalkeeper to distribute the ball quickly. And Ajax are winning. Hakim Ziyech has given Ajax the lead away at Schalke. No, cleared away. Henrique clears it away. And at the moment, we would be in second. Amazingly, we've got to half-time with them basically having no chances whatsoever. At the moment, with the fact that Ajax are winning away at Schalke, a 0-0 draw would see us qualify for the next round of the Champions League against all the odds. 66 minutes we've managed to last. We've actually somehow not conceded against PSG in this entire... It's 2-0 to Ajax. Ajax are 2-0 up now. Oh, go on, Campagnaro. Slip it through for someone. Marison's in! Oh, what a block. I don't want to go to the very defensive just yet. That might well be like a final 5 minutes kind of situation. Go on, Zviggy. What you got for me, lad? Whips one. Oh! If they really wanted to, they could help us. Oh, please not a free kick goal. Franceschi makes the stop. Oh, huge save. 71 minutes on the clock. Come on. Oh, no. Vittori, ball in. Headed away. Oh, well. And it looks like somehow Ajax are going to be the one that's going to qualify out of this group. Vittori's ball in. It's hit. Oh, my lord. What a way to concede the goal that's going to knock us out of the Champions League. Pogba's free kick. Oh, and it's deflected in. Question is, why are we above Schalke? Is it because we're in a three-way group, a three-way tie on... Wait. Shouldn't we be above Ajax then? I'm very confused now. Are we about to go out on some weird league, mini-league situation here? Hakimi. Oh my god, it deflected through again. Wow. Yeah, I have no words for the way this match has just finished. We had the bad clearances deflecting all over the place for the first goal. Pogba's free kick deflects into the goal for the second goal. And then this cross has deflected into the path of Vittori for the third goal. I never thought... Oh, there you go. 3-0 to PSG. I mean, we mucked it up towards the end there. We need to take a look at this. The thing is, though, if they don't score that goal, I don't think there was any way in which we could have gone through out of this situation, because if they don't score that goal, I think Schalke then jump above us because of the head-to-head within the head-to-head or something. I can't believe that's just happened. And it could have been also different if we hadn't had stupid deflections and nonsense going on. But the fact is, like, we tried our best in that one, but it's been very, very difficult. I did not expect Ajax to go through there. Right, let's see how our fellow Poles are going to do in the Europa League. Okay, so we're actually on the day of the fixtures for our next round of matches anyway for today's live com. So let's see how we did. Lech Poznan did actually win a match, which was nice. A 2-1 victory away at Olympiakos, apologies, has at least given them some extra points in the coefficient. How else we doing here? Lechia somehow, annoyingly, out of their group were doing quite well at one point, but they did at least get 6 points, so a win and 3 draws is, I think, going to at least give them a little bit of bonus. We know that Legia got out of their group, but did they do it as champions or not? No, they didn't, but they did win 3 matches in the group stages, Legia Warszawa, and finishing above Besiktas and Apoel is actually not that bad when you consider it. Leicester very good in that group, but Legia to get through to the knockouts is really good, but the main one we've got to see now is Rakov. Come on, lads. Oh, they buggered it up, you mugs. They lost 2-1 to Slavia. If they'd just got a draw from that match, they would have qualified for the next round of the Europa League. So it's going to be us and Legia at least. So, to be fair, 2 Polish teams in the knockouts ain't bad. And they at least got some points. But I don't know if they've updated the coefficients yet. We'll have a look. I think they have, but I'm not sure. We've got 9. Legia have got 6. Lechia have 5. Rakov have 4. And Lech have 3. So I don't know if they have updated it yet. It's away from home. It's in the league. Let's have a bit of a chill, shall we? Obviously, we can't play the same... Well, we can, sort of. I can't play exactly the same because we've got some injuries in that game. But everyone else, I'm pretty happy to keep in the team for now. Although I'm going to start Campagnaro today because I feel like he deserves it. So hopefully this year will be no different. Admittedly, we are still technically in Europe as far as I know. We are going to be in the Europa League after Christmas. So we'll get some extra money from that. I want to see how far we can go because I feel like there's going to be winnable games in the Europa League. So maybe we can go through a couple of rounds of that and help the coefficient a little bit more. I just want to get as close to the 8.5 that we're losing as possible, really. Oh, God. Oh, no, wait. Oh, for goodness sake. Dennis Goico with the lead, now given to Zag. Franceschi did a brilliant job on making the initial stop, but I wonder if the morale has been dumped out by the fact that we got beaten so heavily late on by PSG. Like, it's not good defending from Yamrog. It's a great initial stop from Franceschi, and now we trail. There's a lot on the line here. This unbeaten run is... I cannot lose it today. Blocks, please. Oh, no. Oh, Franceschi makes another stop. Garcia, we've not been as strong defensively for... Oh! Zvigawa! And it's saved again. Wow, 1-0 down at half-time in this match. The possession's definitely coming back our way. I think we need to throw some stuff at them. We need a second half. Just find an equaliser. Do not lose this unbeaten run. Right, go on, Garcia. Get that ball up the field. Or run yourself, frankly. You've got that winger ability. Takes it short, that's fine. Let Victor Hugo have a crack at this. The defender is not really tracking him very well. Go on, fine. Go on, find the ball in. Marilison's header is now saved as well. Oh, I have a horrible feeling this is going to end in us losing our first match of the season as well. Given how well we've played today, that's such a shame. And Marilison's strike now stopped. Come on, lads. 20 minutes. Don't let this record slip today. It's like 45 matches, I think, since we last lost the league game. Albarracine's ball. Marilison puts it wide. The chances have been there. It's not like we haven't had opportunities. Victor Hugo again. Slips it through for Marilison again. Can he... That's a penalty. That's surely going to be a penalty. He's been scythed down there. Zvigawa surely will take this, and he has caught him, and it's going to be a pen. Mateusz Zvigawa. Zviggy, if there's ever a moment for you to score a goal for us, when you've been a bit lax on it this season, now is that time. Keep that unbeaten record intact for us. But you know how our friend works, so we'll see. Come on, Matty. Mateusz Zvigawa steps up and smashes it down the middle for 1-1. It's only his 3rd goal of the season. We've played 19 league matches. He's certainly having a poor year, but that at least will keep us in touch with keeping that unbeaten record. I want to get to 50 games. The keeper's dreadful there. We're going to switch to positive now. I don't care if we get a draw. Or one last sting in the tail. Surely not. Victor Hugo's ball. Zvigawa! It's in! Valerie scored the winner in the 92nd minute. Mateusz Zvigawa. Oh, it's his first ever goal. It's surely not been offside. No, it's been given, hasn't it? Oh my goodness. What a moment for Valerie to score his first ever goal. What a header this is from Zvigawa. Heads it to the back post. Valerie's in there. His first goal of the season is a winner away at Zag. Oh, what a moment that is for him. At least he's managed to pull us out the fire there. That is really, really good play from him. And Mateusz Zvigawa, he got the penalty and he's got himself an assist for that goal as well. Marilison, sure there's not more in the tail here. Valerie's in again. Can he get another shot away? Goes for Orozco out wide, and that's going to be the final whistle. What a win that is. That, to me, is what champions are made of. Pulling things out the fire like that with the penalty and then the late goal. Mateusz Zvigawa, man of the match. Fair play to you, mate. Hopefully he'll carry on that form. Wow, that was a bit of a nail-biter when it had no right to be. Come on. Give me anyone. I don't care. Let's go. Who do we get? Rangers! Oh, that's kind of cool. So we're going to play against Rangers in the first round of the knockouts. That's pretty damn awesome. Who are Legia playing? That's quite important too, though. Please give them someone playable. Bayer Leverkusen. Damn it! I was hoping they'd get someone a bit more winnable. Barcelona are in the Europa League, because of course they are. But I think Rangers is a tie that we could definitely at least have a shot at getting through, which would be great for coefficient points, I'd have to say. Come on! So naturally, next episode is going to be a double header of matches against Rangers in the knockouts. It's going to be both games this time, because there's not loads of stuff in between. We'll obviously have Arca off camera in between there as well. Lech Poznan in between. That's going to be fun. I think we could definitely come up with something against Rangers, and I'm very much looking forward to playing against them and trying to at least be better than we were. I don't know, I want to see how far we can go in the Europa League. I want to see quarterfinals. That's what I want to see. Let's go. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, in spite of what's happened, it's been a bit of a weird one, but hey, maybe just for the late winner against Zag for Valerie, why don't you come on over and give it a like? That'd be awesome. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll join you guys in the next episode for Europa League knockouts against Rangers. We get to play a Scottish team. Come on. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.